Stop. Don't move your finger. Don't scroll past this. Today, right now, Archangel Michael and Jesus are standing in heaven's courtroom, and they just spoke your name out loud. You have 10 seconds. If you skip me now, you will lose both of them forever. God says, "Chosen one, do not leave. Open this. Stay till the very end." Something massive is waiting for you today, but only if you don't scroll. Listen close. Time has stopped moving in heaven. The angels are holding their breath. You are standing at the edge of a divine moment that will only happen once in your entire life. Don't blink. Don't move. Stay right here, because what I'm about to tell you in the next 60 seconds will determine whether heaven opens for you or shuts down for good. My beloved child, you didn't find this message by accident. This message hunted you down. Heaven pulled you here because your destiny was drifting away. And Jesus said, if they skip now, everything written for them since birth will collapse like dust. Archangel Michael is standing next to him, holding a blazing sword of light, and he's whispering, "Don't let them leave." You feel it, don't you? That sudden grip on your chest, that strange weight on your spirit, that voice inside telling you, "Don't skip." That's heaven trying to stop you from losing what you've been waiting years for. Stay till the end. You're about to discover something huge, something heaven has never shown you before. Now listen carefully, my child. This message from heaven is only being sent today, not yesterday, not tomorrow, right now. Your name is written on a divine countdown that has already begun. Jesus says, their breakthrough is ready, but one wrong move, one skip, one distraction, and the door slams shut. That's why you're here. That's why this message reached you at this exact second. Archangel Michael says, if they stay till the end, the blockage on their destiny will shatter instantly. Don't move. Don't skip. Don't scroll. You are seconds away from discovering something that will change your entire future. Follow me. A massive door is about to swing open for you, but first, there are 3 things God is commanding you to never reveal in 2026. 3 secrets, 3 spiritual keys. And if you speak even one of them out loud, before heaven gives you permission, you will delay the very blessing that's already in motion. One of these secrets is already trying to slip from your lips. Stay with me till the end. Don't skip, because I'm about to tell you the truth you were never allowed to hear before. Type Amen in the comments right now to let heaven know you're listening. This simple act tunes your spirit to the divine frequency of this message. And whatever you do, don't scroll. The next 60 seconds will reveal why 2026 is not just another year. It's a spiritual threshold, a moment when what you say or don't say will determine whether your miracle accelerates or vanishes. Archangel Michael just leaned close to me and whispered, "Tell them to hold on. Tell them heaven is watching. Tell them if they leave now, they'll lose the one thing they've been praying for in secret." My beloved, you're not here by chance. You're here by divine appointment. Now stay with me. Don't skip. Heaven won't let you miss what's coming next. My beloved child, I need you to breathe for a moment. Just breathe. Because what I'm about to say is going to reach into the deepest part of your heart. And I need you to know God sees you. He sees every single thing you've been carrying alone. You wake up tired, don't you? Your body doesn't move the way it used to. Your knees ache. Your back reminds you of every year you've lived. The pills on your nightstand have become your morning routine. And some days, you see your doctor more than you see your friends. The money doesn't stretch like it should. Social Security barely covers the rent. You count every dollar at the grocery store, putting things back because the total's climbing too high. And late at night, when the house is quiet, you wonder how much longer can I keep this up? But that's not even the hardest part, is it? The hardest part is the loneliness. Your children are busy, too busy. They call on holidays if you're lucky. Your spouse gone. Your friends, some have passed. Others have drifted. You smile when people ask how you're doing. You say, "I'm fine. I'm blessed." But your nights are loud. Loud with silence. Loud with memories. Loud with questions you're afraid to ask out loud. You gave so much, my child. You gave more than you ever received. You loved people who didn't love you back the same way. You sacrificed for children who barely remember. You worked yourself to the bone, and now your bones are tired. And somewhere along the way, you started to wonder, did God forget about me? You prayed, and you waited some more. You asked for relief. You asked for a sign. You asked for just one breakthrough, one reason to believe things could get better. And when nothing changed, you thought maybe you didn't matter anymore. Maybe heaven moved on. Maybe you were just forgotten. But listen to me closely, my beloved. What you thought was abandonment was actually isolation for preparation. God didn't forget you. He pulled you away. He separated you from the noise, from the people who were draining you, from the life that was never meant to carry you into your destiny. You've been in a wilderness, yes, but wilderness is where God does his greatest work. Every prophet was isolated before their calling. Every chosen one had to walk through a season where no one understood them, where they felt invisible, where heaven seemed silent. That wasn't punishment, my child. That was protection. Heaven saw everything. Every tear you cried in the shower so no one would hear. Every night you sat at the kitchen table, staring at bills you couldn't pay. Every time you whispered, God, are you still there? He was there. He was always there. And he was writing something in the heavenly records that you couldn't see. He was marking you, not for more suffering, for elevation. The angel standing next to me right now just said, tell them their isolation wasn't rejection. It was preparation for a level of blessing they've never experienced before. You're not forgotten, my beloved. You're chosen. And 2026, this year isn't just another trip around the sun. This is your threshold year. The year heaven has been preparing you for in secret. But there are 3 things you must never reveal before your time, or you'll delay everything that's already in motion. Stay with me. Don't skip, because what I'm about to tell you next will explain why you've suffered, why you've waited, and why everything is about to change. My beloved child, let me tell you why it hurts so much. You think you failed. You think you were abandoned. You think God forgot your name. But listen close, because what I'm about to tell you will shatter every lie the enemy whispered in your ear while you were crying alone at 3 in the morning. You didn't suffer because you were weak. You suffered because you were chosen. And chosen ones don't get easy roads. They get fires. Long, brutal, relentless fires. Because gold doesn't get refined in comfort, my child. Gold stays longer in the flame than anything else. You've been asking God, why me? Why so long? Why so hard? And heaven's been answering. Because what we're preparing you for is so massive that if we gave it to you too soon, it would crush you. The delay wasn't rejection. The delay was preparation. Every person who walked away from you, they weren't strong enough to go where you're going. Every door that slammed shut, it was protecting you from a trap you couldn't see. Every betrayal, every setback, every silent night when you thought you'd break, those weren't accidents. They were assignments. Spiritual boot camp. Because in 2026, my child, you're about to step into a season so bright, so elevated, so anointed, that not everyone can handle being near you. This is the year of exposure. The year when light separates from shadow. The year when what's hidden comes into the open, and not everyone survives that kind of reveal. That's why heaven is warning you today. There are 3 things you must never speak out loud in 2026. 3 secrets God has placed inside you that carry so much power. If you release them too soon, you'll abort the very miracle that's already in motion. You see, certain blessings require silence. Certain promises require discretion. When a woman is pregnant, she doesn't announce it the first week because the baby is fragile. It needs time to form, to strengthen, to become ready for the world. Your breakthrough is the same way. It's been growing in the unseen, forming in secret, strengthening in silence. And if you speak too soon, if you celebrate too early, if you reveal what God told you to guard, you'll give the enemy a target. Now listen carefully, my child. I know you've been lonely. I know you've wanted to tell someone, anyone, what God's been showing you. But heaven is commanding you, not yet. Not everyone. Not now. Because the people around you right now, some of them are assigned to your past, not your future. And heaven has already judged who gets to go with you into this new season and who does not. That coworker who always doubts you can't come. That family member who mocks your faith, can't come. That friend who drains your energy every time you talk can't come. God is about to do something so precise, so surgical, so divinely orchestrated in your life that He's already removing anyone who would contaminate it. You think you lost people. No, heaven relocated them. Because where you're going requires a different frequency, a higher alignment, a sacred timing, and 2026 is the threshold, the moment when everything shifts, but only if you protect what God whispered to you in the secret place. Stay with me, don't scroll, because I'm about to reveal the first thing you must never say out loud, and when you hear it, you'll realize you almost said it yesterday. My beloved child, listen to me now. Heaven has been watching. Every single tear you cried in secret, heaven recorded it. Every betrayal that shattered your heart, heaven saw it. Every person who walked away when you needed them most, their name is written in the book of divine justice. And today, God Himself stood up in the courtroom of heaven and declared, enough. You don't need revenge, my child. Heaven already ruled. The people who took advantage of your kindness, the ones who smiled to your face while stabbing you in the back, they thought they got away with it. They didn't. The family member who abandoned you when you were at your weakest, who left you standing alone in your darkest hour, they thought you'd forgotten. You haven't, and neither has God. The ones who doubted you, mocked your faith, laughed at your dreams, told you that you were too old, too broken, too late. They thought their words had no consequences. They were wrong. Because Archangel Michael just told me something that will shake you to your core. He said, tell my beloved child, justice is not coming. Justice has already been set in motion. Right now, as I speak these words, the scales in heaven are tilting. The truth they tried to hide is beginning to surface. The lies they built their lives on are starting to crack. And soon, very soon, they will see what they lost when they let you go. They will feel the weight of the door that just closed behind them. They will reach for the blessing that was meant to include them and find nothing but empty air. Not because you cursed them, my child, but because heaven protects what belongs to you. Jesus whispers to me now, and His voice is gentle but absolute. What touched my child without permission will not follow them into the next season. Do you hear that? The pain that's been clinging to you like a shadow, it's being peeled away. The shame they tried to put on you, it's being returned to sender. The fear that kept you up at night, wondering if you'd ever be safe again, it's being replaced with a shield of divine fire. Because God looked at your file in heaven, my beloved, and He saw something they couldn't see. He saw a warrior. He saw a survivor. He saw someone who kept going even when the road was impossible. And He said, this one is mine. Touch them again, and you answer to me. Archangel Michael is standing behind you right now, and his sword is drawn not to attack, but to guard. He says, the enemies who plotted against you are scattering. The forces that resisted you are collapsing. The doors they tried to lock are swinging open. But listen close, my child. Justice is not the end. Justice is the clearing. It's heaven making space for what's coming next. Because while they were busy trying to tear you down, God was busy building you up. While they were scheming in the shadows, heaven was writing your name in the book of restoration. And now the season is shifting. The tables are turning. The breakthrough you've been praying for is no longer delayed, it's descending. Type justice is mine in the comments right now if you feel this in your spirit. Let heaven know you're ready to receive what they tried to steal from you. Stay with me. Don't scroll, because what I'm about to tell you next will change everything you thought you knew about your future. My beloved child, stop right here and breathe. Because what I'm about to tell you will sound impossible, but heaven swears it's already in motion. A new season is opening for you. Not someday. Not when you finally feel ready. Right now, Jesus is standing in the throne room, and He just turned the page on your story. The chapter of delay is closing. The chapter of struggle is ending. The chapter of silence is over. Archangel Michael says, tell them the weight is lifting. Tell them the fog is clearing. Tell them what's coming will feel like waking up from a long, dark dream. My child, in this new season, you won't have to beg anymore. You won't have to chase. You won't have to prove your worth to people who were never meant to see it. Because heaven is about to shift the atmosphere around your life so powerfully, that what belongs to you will start finding you. Listen close. In the next 30 days, you will notice something strange. Your mind will feel lighter. Your decisions will come faster. Your spirit will stop second-guessing every move. That heaviness you've been carrying, the one you can't even name, it's being peeled off layer by layer. And then, my beloved, the miracles start showing up in the most ordinary places. An unexpected phone call, a letter in the mail you weren't expecting, a message from someone you thought had forgotten you, a door you didn't even knock on swinging wide open. Heaven calls these everyday miracles, but they'll hit you like lightning. You might get an approval you were told would never come. You might receive money from a source that makes no logical sense. You might meet someone at exactly the right moment, who says exactly the right thing that changes everything. Archangel Michael says, their blessing isn't coming because they chased it. It's coming because they finally aligned. You see, my child, this whole time you thought you were waiting on God, but God was waiting on you, waiting for you to stop fighting, waiting for you to release the people who were draining you, waiting for you to guard your words, protect your peace, and stop announcing what heaven told you to keep sacred. And now that you've learned the lesson, now that you've kept the 3 secrets, heaven says, it's time. The financial breakthrough you've been praying for, moving. The relationship you thought was dead, shifting. The health issue that's been dragging you down, turning. But here's what shocks most people, my beloved. This new season doesn't require you to work harder. It requires you to trust deeper. It doesn't need you to be louder. It needs you to be still. Because what's coming isn't something you can force. It's something you receive. Jesus whispers, tell them I'm not asking them to climb the mountain. I'm bringing the mountain to them. But my child, this next season requires one thing from you. One shift. One choice. One act of obedience that will determine whether this door stays open or slams shut before you even step through. Stay with me. Don't scroll, because what I'm about to say next will unlock the final key to everything heaven just promised you. My beloved child, stay with me. Don't move. Don't scroll, because what I'm about to reveal to you right now could save your entire future, or if you ignore it, could delay the very breakthrough that's already been signed in heaven with your name on it. Jesus is standing next to me, and he just whispered, tell them carefully, tell them slowly, because some of them are about to make a mistake that will cost them everything. Listen close. There are 3 things God is commanding you, not asking you, commanding you to never reveal in 2026. 3 secrets you must guard, like treasure. 3 spiritual keys that, if spoken too soon, will unlock the wrong doors and let the enemy walk straight into the blessing God is preparing for you. My child, I need you to understand something. Not everyone celebrating you is safe. Not everyone asking about your life wants to see you win. Some people smile at you while secretly praying you stay stuck. And that's why heaven is putting a seal on your mouth this year. Because silence is not fear. Silence is wisdom. The first thing you must never reveal in 2026 is your next move. Let me say that again. Do not tell people what you're planning. Do not announce where you're going. Do not share the door God just opened for you. Because the moment you speak it out loud to the wrong person, their doubt, their jealousy, their negative energy will attach itself to your destiny like a weight you were never meant to carry. Jesus says, let God announce it. Let your results speak. Let your elevation shock them. My beloved, you've spent too many years explaining yourself to people who were never going to understand you anyway. You've defended your choices. You've justified your healing. You've tried to make small minds comprehend a big God, and all it did was drain you. But not this year. This year, God says, move in silence. Let me be loud on your behalf. The second thing you must never reveal is your healing progress. Now listen carefully, my child, because this one is going to sting. There are people in your life right now, people you love, people you trust who do not want you to get better. They don't want you healed. They don't want you whole, because your brokenness made them feel needed. Your struggle made them feel superior. And the moment you start rising, the moment your spirit starts shining again, they will feel threatened. So they'll ask you, how are you doing? With a smile. But what they're really doing is measuring whether you're still weak enough to control. Archangel Michael is standing behind you right now, and he's saying, do not give them updates. Do not show them your progress. Let your transformation be a surprise they never saw coming. My beloved, some people don't deserve to watch you bloom. They only earn the right to see you struggle. So let them wonder. Let them guess. Let them be confused when they see you walking in power they didn't think you had anymore. And the third thing, oh, my child, this is the one that will protect you the most. The third thing you must never reveal in 2026 is your provision source. Do not tell people where your money is coming from. Do not announce the unexpected check. Do not brag about the door that opened when you weren't even looking, because the moment you reveal how God provided, the enemy will try to block that same channel from flowing again. Jesus says, protection comes through silence. When the widow's oil multiplied, she didn't run through the streets announcing it. When Elijah was fed by ravens, he didn't call a town meeting. When God moved, it was quiet, it was private. It was between heaven and the chosen one. And that's you, my beloved. You are the chosen one. So guard your testimony until God says it's time to share it. Guard your miracle until heaven gives you permission to release it. Because not everyone who asks, how did you do it, actually wants to celebrate you. Some of them just want the formula so they can try to curse it. Archangel Michael says, tell them this, silence is not weakness. Silence is strategy. Silence is divine protection. Now stay with me. Don't skip, because what I'm about to tell you next will show you exactly why heaven is being so protective over you right now.